Before the kingdoms, there was the source, one city from which all the others would flow. This is Ile-Ife, and this is the story of how one old man's blood became 7 crowns. His name was Oduduwa. He had ruled the source of the world, but even the source grows old, and he had only one son.
The source is yours to keep now, my son. Guard it well.
The last of Okanbi's children was still a boy that night. He said nothing, but he watched everything. Remember him, the story will come back to him. Oduduwa had one son, Okanbi, and it was Okanbi who wore the crown of Ife after him. And it was through Okanbi's children that the source would spread. Tradition remembers 7 of them.
You will not all stay in one house. Each of you will carry a crown outward and build.
The 2 eldest were daughters, princesses of the house. After them came 4 sons, and last of all, the boy. 7 children, 7 beginnings waiting to happen. Eldest child was a daughter, Inyuade. She did not carry a crown herself. Her gift to the story was a son, and that son, tradition says, chose his own destiny before he could even walk. He seized his grandfather's crown, and when they reached to take it, he wept and would not stop.
He cried for a crown before he could walk. Then let a crown be his.
They named him Asukungbade, he who cried to acquire a crown, and a crown one day he would truly wear. Grown, the boy who cried for a crown left Ile-Ife with trusted chiefs beside him and founded Owu, remembered as the first crown to rise beyond the walls of the source. The second child too was a daughter, and through her came another son, the one who would carry the crown of Ketu, one of the oldest royal seats the Yoruba would ever build. He journeyed far to the west, past where the smoke of Ife could still be seen, and there set the crown down for good. His rulers took the title Alaketu and kept the customs of Ife so faithfully that Ketu became a guardian of the old ways. 2 crowns planted. The eldest of the sons went east to a kingdom already great before Ife's children came. The land the world would one day call Bini.
The crown is never a feather. It is a mountain on a child's head. Only the earth can hold its weight.
Its own royal line had fallen into trouble, and its throne would not rest easy. The bond between Benin and Ife began here, but it was a bond that will call out again to the youngest of all in a story still to come. 3 crowns now, spread wide from one city. 4 children remained, and each was younger than the last. The 4th child, Oranmiyan, would not choose his ground by his own eye. He carried a royal staff, and he swore to build wherever it and not he decided to rest. Deeper and deeper they went, watching the staff, waiting for a sign.
Watch the staff, not my feet. Where it rests, there we build.
And so the staff rested, and Eli was born where it stood. 4 crowns planted, and the staff of Orangun, they say, still stands in the story of Ila to this day. Further west still went the 5th child. He was the youngest of the brothers, yet gone. And tradition remembers Sabe for a rarer kind of strength. Where others reached for the spear, the kings of Sabe reached for the word, settling quarrels by talking and keeping their people whole. 5 crowns planted, and the 6th was already moving towards the sea. The 6th child traveled farthest of all towards the setting sun, to the lagoons and palm coasts at the very shore of the world. There, among water and palm, the people of Popo made their home. The crown of Ife carried all the way to the shore. Six crowns planted, 6 children gone from Ife. Only one remained, the boy who had watched them all live, and he had grown. The boy who watched his brothers and sisters go was the last born. By the old rule, the last born inherits lists. His name was Oranmiyan, which could be broken down into Oranmiyan. And he had grown into a giant of the man. In life, he was a great hunter and a great warrior. The first sword arm of Ife, the shield of the source when the source had no army of its own. His brothers and their sons are taking the ready crowns. To the last born was left the least of all. No throne, no city, only empty land and whatever it could make of it.
I was given the least. I will make it the greatest.
It would raise Oyo from empty savannah and make it mighty. And the troubled crown of Benin in time will call for him too. From the least of the 7 will come the greatest of them all. And where Oranmiyan is remembered, a great staff of stone still stands, taller than 3 men, the Okba Oranmiyan, the giant staff. Owu, Ketu, Bini, Ila, Sabe, Popo, Oyo, 7 crowns, 2 through daughters, 5 through sons, and the greatest through the last born. Every one of them traced its blood back to a single city and a single father's house. Ife did not need to conquer them. It only needed to be their source. And a source does not chase the river. The river remembers where it began. The troubled crown of Benin had called, and the last boy answered. In our next telling, Oranmiyan enters Benin and finds a kingdom that will test everything he is.